Hey guys, I'm back. I haven't talked to you guys for a while, at least it feels like it. Don't mind my hair. I haven't put my weave in. Yes, I don't have any edges. It's been like that since I was like 15. But I haven't talked to you guys for a while, so I want to give you guys more updates. But I'm feeling kind of weird today because my cousin, I haven't seen her in years, but was murdered last night because I don't want to talk about it due to her family's privacy, but just like it was a senseless killing that had like she didn't do anything. So that was like that's been weighing heavy on my heart. My grandmother's really upset about it. My mother's upset about it. So I'm literally heading home on Monday. I was already heading home for the holidays, and unfortunately it won't be probably a great holiday because we just lost a family member. But I'm excited to be, well, I'm happy to be with my grandmother because I know she's really upset because that was her niece. So I have a really big family on my mother's side. Like there's so many like aunts, nieces, and nephews and cousins. But I was just thinking literally like last night or the day before, I was like, oh, I want to come on YouTube and talk about all the femicide. I think that's what it's called, femicide. Like basically a lot of homicidal things that have been happening towards women, especially when it comes to like gun violence. And it's just, I feel like it's been very prominent in the news, like a lot of domestic violence ending in death and just horrible stuff. And like, I mean, there's no opinion I have. It's horrible, and I just wish I could change it. And I'm just grateful that every man that's come into my life has either stayed peacefully or exit peacefully, because you just never know. You never know. Like, she was killed because of, her daughter's baby daddy. Like, the daughter feels so horrible. You know what I mean? Like, just stuff like that you would never expect. No woman would ever expect that she would bring home a man that would murder her mother. Like this is horrible. So I hope y'all are staying safe out there. When I first came to New York City, prior to New York City, when I lived back home in St. Louis in high school, I like volunteered at a domestic violence shelter, and I really didn't get it. Like I was just volunteering to volunteer, but I didn't understand the severity of like domestic violence shelters and like how important they were to people who are in terrible situations, especially women with children. And then I came to New York City. I studied in school women's gender and sexuality studies, but a lot of things that I learned in college about women's rights and things had a lot to do more so with, well, first of all, it was very much like, it was like a liberal arts school, so it was very focused on like work rights, birth rights, all things that are very important, but it never talked about like the dangers of being a woman outside of sexual abuse. I'm sure this video is not going to be seen because of all the stuff that I'm saying, but I don't care. Especially now when it comes to like domestic violence and just like senseless killing of women when it comes to like sexual harassment and stuff. So then I came to New York City and I worked at a place called Black Women's Blueprint, which is a feminist organization, which focuses on like sexual assault and being able for women to tell their stories and other like healing things. I don't want to be, it wasn't for me really as far as working in that kind of sector. It's quite depressing, but with all the education, it never really prepares you for stuff like that. So I'm sad, but my grandmother seems okay. I talked to her. She was like, I'm fine. She's just sad. So, and my cousin was like the chillest person ever. So it's just, everyone's just kind of shocked, especially around the holidays. It's just like horrible. So I go home on Monday, and then what else? So in such somber news, an update, I did apply for the location. I think I got accepted. They were sending me a lease, so I think I got it. I kind of let my fear stop me. I was like, oh, I just want to like do 6 months, and they're like, we don't accept 6 months. You have to do a year. And like I told you, I priced it out where I can afford to lose. I gotta stop saying I'm gonna lose it, but I gotta be realistic. That's just how I think, where I can lose. But I'm excited for the space. I am a little nervous as far as going away for a week for the holidays, and then there's literally a week between where I get to before I actually get to go into the space. I'm hoping that they'll let me go in to measure it, but I love like home decor and like creating cool environments and stuff like that. So I've already been like shopping, and I feel myself wanting to spend thousands of dollars. Like if you're a woman and you know how it's like to like make a house a home, we like to shop. Like we like to buy stuff. So that was a nice distraction for the day, but I definitely feel myself like wanting to shop. I'm really excited. I'm very, very nervous. I talked to you guys about it, but like it's a Peerspace space where people can come and rent out for photo shoots, video shoots. My friends got me a selfie camera, not my friends, but Chelsea, my coworker, hi Chelsea, she found my YouTube channel, got me a selfie a selfie camera with lights that I'm not using today. Why? I don't know, because I'm slow. But I'm gonna use that and give that to people so they can use them. I'm trying to figure out how I would promote it. I'm like, maybe you make a website that's like selfie museums for like young people to come in and just take photos of themselves. They don't have to be professional photographers. So those are still like business aspects that I need to figure out. And then my brother was like, who's gonna help you come and put all this stuff together? Because there's a lot to do. Like they're taking up the floors. I'm gonna put down like some vinyl floors. I'm painting the walls, trying to cut labor costs as much as I can. So it'll be me by myself for the most part, but my friends did volunteer to help me. One of my friends has COVID. I don't know if I've just been like living under a rock this past week, but I think maybe it's the travel that has my mind messed up. But like Omicron is like hit New York City and everyone is sick apparently. So one of my friends has COVID. She's telling herself that she doesn't. So that's great. So I was gonna go see her today and tomorrow, but I'm just like freaked out. I've already had COVID before. I could really go the rest of my life never experiencing that again. Like, y'all, I swear it almost took me out the game. Like, I thought I was gonna go meet the Lord, okay? Like, I couldn't even sit up straight for more than 30 minutes without having horrible headaches. And then I suffered from memory loss. I was like living out a different day than what was actually supposed to happen. Like, I was living a different day. Like, that was scheduled like 3 weeks later. My brain was literally gone. And I know brain fog is like a symptom, but I had never heard of it until I experienced it. And now the lingering like effects that I've had from COVID is like the smell of chicken. For some reason, the smell of chicken smells like raw onions and like yeast and vinegar. And I will literally like, but I love chicken and I can't eat beef. So I've already had Miss 19 and she's not super friendly, okay? And I don't want to have it again. So that has me really freaked out. And then I'm flying again, but I have a home COVID test that I will take before I take a flight. But I do have a Peerspace booking at my place. So I'm gonna make sure I have the proper precautions for my guests and myself to like be as safe as possible. But it sucks. Like, when is this ever gonna end? I don't know. What else is happening? So exciting news for the business, horrible family news. I am excited to go home. I was kind of annoyed yesterday. I wanted to film yesterday, but I was really in a bad mood. Like, my family member was like asking me for money, and I was like, I told you guys this year, I don't have the money. Like, I have the money, but I don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gotten to the point with some of my family that I'm literally only being called when someone wants something. Like, people rarely just call and check on me, besides my mother and my dad, but like, people are always wanting something. And that's annoying. It really is. Like, it's super annoying because I can recall not being able to call people and asking them for stuff. Like, maybe I could have called them and I just didn't. And I was like, I just felt like I shouldn't or something. I don't know. But like, the audacity to keep calling for people that you don't check in on regularly or communicate with regularly for stuff is annoying. And I decided this year I was going to put my foot down. Like, I just can't. I'm making a big investment with this new space. My money has to stay in-house. If it's not an emergency, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Like, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So I was annoyed about that, but I'll be all right. Yeah, that really pissed me off. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm getting mad just thinking about it. And they were like, oh no, I was just joking. Like, I'm just playing with you. But I was like, if I tell you I'm stressed and I don't have any more money, don't play with me. Like, if I say like, hey, I don't have money for, extra stuff right now, don't keep pressing the issue and then be like, oh, I'm just joking. Like, that's really annoying and it's disrespectful. So if you're someone who always asks people for money because maybe you're going through some financial times, I know it's a struggle. Like, I can be insensitive. I know people have had to ask family members and friends for things during this like rough time, and especially in the American economy. But just remember to like check in on people. Like, people with money are more than wallet. My camera keeps cutting out. But I didn't have much else to say. I'm heading home. I told myself this when I go home for this week that I really want to enjoy my city that I grew up in, like, as an adult. Like, fresh out of high school, I've never really enjoyed St. Louis as an adult. So I want to do like one fun thing. Maybe I'll take my mother and my grandma out for dinner or like paint and sip or something to get our minds off of everything. But we'll see if they're open to it. My family's not like experienced type of family. We just eat and gossip. So why did I say it like that? We just eat and gossip. So I want to do that with them. And I hope you all are doing well. I hope you guys have gotten all your holiday stuff together. I hope you all are resting from work. I'm trying to like decompress. And I will see you all later. Bye.